If you're looking for free range chicken or free eggs, this is the way that you would raise chickens, giving them complete access to all of the wildlife, to the worms and insects that are found in a field. They're not caged away from the fields. They're there to fertilize and to de-pest, if you like, the fields. There's an apple tree over there, over the chicken hutches. There's all sorts of different fruit-bearing trees, and the chickens are making their way through the landscape, resting in the landscape, and turning that landscape into something that is very joyfully fertile. So that's another great aspect of this way of multifunctional, or rather function stacking, integrating all the chickens into the agroforestry or food forest concept. And then over here they talk more about bees. This is called a natural area where they're not doing any kind of cultivation, letting grow what grows, but here you have what they call la mare sauvage, for just little depressions that collect water and allow frogs and dragonflies and other wildlife. It's by signing it, pointing it out, and honoring it that they're able to take stock of how the wildlife is coming back. And it's all right near the highway, right near the toll plaza. You can hear the traffic in the background, but this incredible village is here. Look at these figs and these various fruit trees, the raspberries over there. And then you enter into this really nice village, and these incredible bee houses. What I love about this part where the bees are kept is just look at how they've creatively designed the beehives. Super creative. Lots of signage about biodiversity and how to maintain and create biodiversity. They have the pigs over here. There's little guys there. So they're kind of cute. And other animals back in here. But great for kids. Lots of visitors coming. There's the beehive house. And another whole area of animals. They have the dindon, which is the turkeys, and they got ponds. There's the lifeguard for the little duck pond. Big ducks right there, and geese. Yeah, Yeah. Yep. Absolutely great location. Now where the babies are born, the chicks are hatched, so they get old enough to go out into the other pastures there. There's a goat over there. And then about getting rid of grains. This is what I love. So they're working against grain agriculture and toward things like blé noir, which is buckwheat, which is not a wheat, it's not a grain, it's a flowering plant, Phagopyra mesculenta in the Polygonaceae. They talk a lot about heirloom seeds, and they talk about what's wrong with current grain agriculture, everything from glyphosate to the type of Frankenstein hybrids that have been created. There's incredible architecture here. The artistic community has been invited to really build a beautiful environment here. This house here is made completely out of recycled wooden windows, and there's tons of houses behind where people live. Okay, you can see the original Amwas house from the Holy Land that's been recreated here, and you look at this entire village where the people who live here live in these great different types of architecture, all so different types of housing, different colors, different styles, everything here made to respect the diversity of the people who live and work here, and to use as much recycled material as possible. So that's really special. And then we come to this part here.